and Clinks just drops 100 skeletons and they're just stuck there next to the skeletons taking damage. That sounds alright. Sounds pretty hype.
Yeah, and then your spend presses. Problem was, when Radiant was chasing after the Hoodwink, they don't have the burst that Dire does, so to kill someone takes a bit of time, and in that time, Dire were able
trouble as well. Storm Spirit lurking on the back lines, looking for someone to get soft enough for him to zip in and burst, but they're all pretty healthy.
the Ursa really can't man-fight him with the build that the Axe has.
Awesome pickup, by the way, Ilstaya, detecting that earlier on.
It's just...
Whiffs the stun, and now Ghost, putting a little bit of pain onto it. Hey, one thing that I just wanted to say really quickly is you never really think about how much damage this...
I don't know why both teams banned the Zeus. Is this some tech?
Scouts the Weaver, maybe? I don't know. I'm just throwing out there. He doesn't have a BKB to save himself, and they kill his courier. Meanwhile, bottom, exactly what we said was going to happen is happening.
And
do they try the blink stun? Is it just
this?
this Weaver causing him pain? Speaking to the Weaver, rotating in behind this Slardar. Slardar in a whole lot of trouble here. Filipino Rules is trying to run, but there is clockwork a Weaver.
This kind of fine. I don't think he'll take that much though, Filipino.
Oh, careful, that static slide does a lot of...
Much more of a threat.
I guess this is the thing with this Shadow Blade, right? Is it's like much harder to just sort of catch the troll rotating like in his farming patterns because he's just
going for the Orchid after his Witchblade.
Johnny's blink
makes sense.
Oh, he catches the Darkseer. The Darkseer is juking, driving, doing everything he can to not get hit with that big old spear, but he throws the spear and actually throws him to it. At the moment is this Weaver. It is just so obnoxious. And it just gains HP, damage, so quick. Like, look at this. Who can bully the rat like that?
That they didn't have an Orchid fire. This game they do, so it's going to be much scarier. And something to notice as well is they have... But okay, they get a kill.
Nice.
Axe finished on the Axe.
So the rod reveal under the tower absolutely awesome. Ooh, he pops his BKB because he's trying to get away, but it really doesn't matter because that is so much damage coming out from Troll. Troll's got a Shadow Blade. I didn't notice that about.
Yeah, the fact that Clinks is...
I'm joking, by the way. He actually usually won the game for me on Clinks.
The fact that Clinks is innate is literally when he dies.
Oh, tries for the blink forward.
So the starter has queued up Manta, which I don't...
Storm Spirit looks like he's got a haste from how far...
Wyvern is about to have Parasma, which is going to be a nice big damage boost.
Jesus, blobs hit him. And
I don't think he needed to press Enrage when he blinked in there. Yeah. Oh, another miss stun by Hancho.
Hancho.
So despite Filipino rules...
There's that huge stun once again at the Sand King. It just dies inside his sandstorm.
Radiant. I know that Johnny plays a lot of Axe, so it'll be offlane Axe.
There's that huge rod
Yeah.
reveal once again. Oh, hang on,
Johnny's
big call
in
here.
and he gets a call, but I think good because
Oh,
he
look
did
out,
get
there's
the
that
invis.
blink. Troll decides to go into the bug. The bug pops his ult and is squirming away as fast as he can. Returns with the Glipnir, but they did see that his supports were behind him. Reverie doing what he can to run away. They do have it. Huge stun onto the Clinks, and they annihilate him, but he drops a skeleton! Fish goes forward, looking for Mars, but Mars blinks away.
There did no buyback on.
I'd like to spend those buybacks.
And the Clinks is just tickling the Lifestealer.
To pop the rage and deal with that Storm Spirit. Jumps inside MGC, so he doesn't die from the Clinks! Beautiful play coming out from Ari there.
So I would love to see it nerfed.
Yeah, look, I
Opposed to buying one because selfless support. Slider has Shadow Blade, so more pick-off potential.
escape here unless huge shackle comes out from Slaughter Gang. Slaughter Gang might be able to get his core away here, and he does, but they will lose the Snapfire in return. Oh, I'm not sure you want to into the triangle. Clockwork goes in to try and deal with Ghost. They say, we had enough of you last game, but Ghost continues to be the absolute pain he has been. He does go down, but a sick attempt comes out from Ghost there.
And again,
Say that I don't want to see a bloody good game of competitive Dota that is as hype as the last game we just saw, because last game was actually pretty competitive. There was a turning point, but the early game was pretty bad. We love to see a bit of back and forth. Alright. Gauntless, you know?
Ghost, I believe, is a techie spammer.
Oh, the worst kind of person.
Maybe it's Peely. No, I think it's Ghost. Ghost plays
Punished. Oh, Weaver, looking for more. Spear back towards Ari. Strong early game from them can be spooky. So taking a bit of harass down here, but that's just what's going to happen in a rat lane. 2 melees into a rat and an axe. And killed pretty quickly, but Sada thinking about going in here. He does have a whole bunch of damage. The Sven pops his ult to punch some cogs. Filipino Fish doing his best to just get out of there as fast as he can. Huge resistance, so he might be in a whole bunch of trouble here. Rat will take that kill. Cheeky little side shot. But the Wyvern's here, and now Johnny's in a whole lot of trouble. That good start that he had is about to just slip right out. Goes down to the Sand King and the Hoodwink, the Snapfire there. Big old root goes out onto the Sand King, but the Sand King is eliminated immediately before he can get his ult.
It's always good to see a competitive, even game.
Yeah,
I just think that this. I really like Dire's draft, except for the Clinks.
Me too.
Despair. So I think
the dinosaur has come to play. That Sand King needs to run away. Hoodwink trying to hide in the trees, but there's so much damage coming out from the Primal Beast. Primal Beast slamming. Fire says, no, I'll take this creep and I'll give it a throw. And down goes Sven. I mean, it's still a pos 5. Looks like Daya keeps bumping into pos 5, pos 5,
Yeah.
pos 4s.
I think that was the blink reveal that
Yeah.
killed the Wyvern, which was a good kill. He was 7-0, so it's a lot of gold going to Axe.
Goes for that Sven.
Yep, nice little kill.
Darks is rotating over, but he doesn't have wall. He does have mech. I think he's just trying to spook him off a little bit, but he might need to be careful, or that Clinks might do some real damage to him. All of a sudden, takes a whole bunch of damage. Stun, bash, 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 bash. Down he goes, and the Clinks caught in the corner of his face. Huge Sven ult comes out there.
Well, someone's Curry goes down.
Kiwi's Courier.
But good of
this big cranky Slardar, and they played really well in doing just that. I felt like every single time the Lifestealer ult was up, he was inside the fish, and the fish was blinking on someone. They were just using it to take kills again and again. The most tilting thing ever. Remove the rat. Hashtag remove the rat. Mars! Johnny Mars. Super excited for this. He really turns up on this hero. That Wyvern is stacked. Filipino Rules is absolutely stacked. I guess second net worth.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I feel?
And the Ursa is showing the power of the Abyssal Blade as well. I kind of wish Reverie didn't go for the pros, get the other one.
Okay.
Probably makes laning nicer for you. I can't really see what else it gives that.
I'm seeing the Dispel, I get it. He wants the Dispel, he knows that he did pick up the shard in the end, didn't he? No, he didn't even get the shard.
Yeah, I think not getting the shard as well is a bit of a mistake. The shard is very, very strong.
And all of a sudden, he gets sent backwards by the Weaver. Straight into the clutches of Johnny, though. Johnny is on top of him.
Still gonna
he's
die.
Wasting time, though. His team elects to just leave. Hold on. Did we just see Troll die top lane? Is that what just happened?
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that. Okay. I was wondering why the
Primal Beast
was committing to the TP.
Or, more than anything, the reason this hero needs to go, get rid of it, get it out of my fucking game, dude, is because when you catch someone with your shackle on the enemy team, and I get it, Vacuum strong, Spoopy Ball strong, Iron Shell strong, and especially Iron Shell strong on heroes like Lifestealer.
Beast, but I mean he's 11-5, and you know, obviously did quite well. Second most damage on his team.
Also, this team, for some reason, these guys just jump in.
Dies from gets super low from 2 hits from the troll, and the troll dies anyway because he's 1 HP when he comes out of the Wyvern ult.
Good to see. He might be going for a big ult, but they ping him out. Glipnir straight into the trees, and he's going to do what he can to get out of there, but he's in a whole lot of trouble. He's just going to pop his ult in hopes that maybe he has some impact. Troll is lurking on the sideline with the rat. Ooh. You know,
because it really looked like it really showed towards the end there that he couldn't play the team fight.
Yeah. Like, no one wants to be the troll last game. We were speaking about that player Connor. He tended to pick this hero in Grief My Games as well. So maybe those two have a little secret garbage hero club that I don't know. Playing on the back lines, able to snipe that hoodwink.
Yeah, I mean that's the issue with this hero is it can be such a bother, and to shut it down. Ghost is carrying his team right now. That was a nice TP. It was a little bit slow dropping the sentry at the start, but they still do eventually get the kill. I'm a little bit less...
Is it just to get on top of these slippery heroes? Like, if he gets on top of the Wyvern, starts the fight by killing her...
I think it's some hindsight.
Okay. I think maybe the tempo of the enemy team just put him down. I saw potential there, but I think they just needed needed more time. But anyway, Slaughter Gang did really well. And I also just like seeing Ursa in the game as well. And I suppose that Ursa also means that we won't be having a Sven 1. That probably relegates him to support, I'd imagine. Unless they go for
Ghost, you're standing on the ward.
It's brewing.
He
Hancho.
+1, but he's not in a position where he's going to be able to do that anytime soon.
When does he start doing damage? That's the question.
Yeah, that's a question I also have.
It's like I'm not trying to flame. Like
Also kind of do similarly. I just don't think
I found it. I think I found it. 25 or 22-ish is where the blink hits the Slaughter.
Or position, you're probably not getting max value out of it, but Ghost was getting massive value. And was being such a thorn in the side of Dire that I think you ban it out. It's too irritating, and you're playing a hero with a blink and you just have a fucking bug on you that you have to then get. And as a Sand King, you're hitting it slowly. It's not like you can just get rid of it really quick.
Yeah. Except the fact that your tier 2s are gone into this Clinks. But, oh, hold on. They're trying to catch him again. They get the BKB out on that Storm Spirit. And here comes the Clinks, applying quite a bit of damage now, but there is a little Ogre Seal where Clinks starts to get scary. You know, we talked about in the early game how it is pretty low impact these days. But once it's got Daedalus and Desolator, no tower is safe. You take a back.
I kind of want to see Reverie just ditch trying to fight with this team for a little bit and split push a bit or something.
Clinks throwing some damage onto MGC. MGC sprinting. There is some damage coming in.
Oh,
he takes his first solo pick.
If he doesn't get the crit there, MGC does not die.
Decides not to haste Lifestealer, the person who has been carrying him this entire game. Lifestealer now going in on the clock. Meanwhile, the Rat playing on the background. Ari does deal with the clockwork, but it does come at the cost of his support. Game, a good vac wall with the Storm Spirit and the Clinks, and he's putting out a lot of damage. Hoodwink and Sven are both incredibly strong. I think I'm Team Austrian Painters here. Ilstaya? Is the Hoodwink?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, because the other support is normally meant to be Frankie.
Okay. Sand King lurking on the sidelines. And he hasn't been scouted yet either. No vision. Maybe they caught him on this vision mid. Oh, Alexa stunned that Sven, but Sven does not have any magic. And down goes that Clinks. Lucky he dropped a skeleton on death.
Yep. That was like 100 gold to the, and there comes the tip from Huncho to say. Clinks, and even if he did, they have no Mars Arena now and no BKB on Mars, so I think this might just be a lane and then GG.
But hey, while we're in the pause, may as well get through this. So, we have two teams lining up here on Team Radiant, the Austrian Painters. We have will have brought
I don't know if that wall was worthwhile casting, but whatever. Ari is relatively poor, all things considered.
bit easier, but he has been completely bullied out early, so... And sometimes in mid, all it takes is being bullied out early for a lane to swing in one direction pretty hard. There's that static slide. Although, he's got his ult. Oh, throws the urn onto the hoodwink. Hoodwink, why are you coming back up these stairs? Oh, you want to get the shackle, and here comes Johnny. Johnny, blink forward. Whoa, awesome initiation from this wyvern. Catches that Dire team with their pants down, and that crab is already dead. Looks like RFA is going to do her best to get out of there, but they're now diving your tier 3s.
Actually in armor at the moment. That means he is hitting hard. And Reverie is chilling bottom. Some on Austrian Painter's side.
Well, it felt like more of a team game, right? Like, you've got this Sven that can't really do much without the team around him. That's the nature of the Sven support, is it's a setup. Maybe they think that he's playing forward, but... A real lack of vision on the Radiant side of the map. There goes one ward. Looks like they're just going to bump into Sven here. This should be a quick and easy kill for him. Pee-wee.
And
careful, Snap, you're out of position and there's a big cranky dinosaur behind you. He's just going to take a little stroll while he slams his hands, and that Snap is absolutely gone. And this is exactly what I was talking about behind. Big amount of gold there, Johnny.
I don't think he was expecting the rest of the die to show up, but if he'd just big beaten TP'd straight away, he would have been fine. But I think he thought that.
Oh, big catch onto this Clinks. If this Clinks goes down here... Oh, Sentry. But the Dire team has decided to bring some pain and maybe put MGC back to his fountain. Jesus Christ. Let's go. What a fun game we've had so far. Top.
Weaver trying to just cut waves, but unfortunately dies for it. His ulti was a few seconds on cooldown.
Top. Hold on.
I'm just wondering.
There's still 3 heroes in this lane, Johnny. You need to be a little bit careful here.
And this Weaver...
But I don't think it'll matter too much, George. George, that's a big scary bear. And for the first time, he's just getting some damage and applying it to you. RFA is going to do his best to run away.
Would you... turn on... So that is something to look at with Radiant, is that they're sort of...
And you miss out on the love from your position 3, but your position 3 does go for the call. Ooh.
With the Ursa doesn't commit there.
Team's favour, so...
Yeah, he's getting some really good calls, and he's got this build where you lifesteal so much. Sorry, like spell lifesteal. And out of ball lightning.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
I would like the Slider. Okay, the Slider has
followed
a gem.
by the slow, the Glipnir, the Mars is pinned to the tree.
But it's a support pairing.
Where's the... I guess the Sven's stun. It is a good stun, but it's not a super long stun. One of the coolest and funnest heroes in the game, and it's certainly very strong. But I keep seeing it come out here, around this sort of point in the game, before there's a reveal of a mid or a pos 1. RE says, no, I'm not trapped in here with you, Johnny. You're trapped in here with me, and Johnny has to run, and run real fast. He chases him down with his ult and gets the burst off, and the clock is in a little bit of catch. That fish, but the Darkseid is lurking on the side too. Both these heroes are very low. Clockwork and Mars can get a whole lot done if Radiant meant that. I think it's oh shit, Jesus Christ, that Clockwork is absolutely gone. Holy shit, he just vanished. Wow, there's some damage on that team. No, I really like the Lifestealer Shard. I think it's one of the better.
Wank hero does a lot of damage, hard to catch.
And has a lot of catch. Maybe that's why. Hang on, Ghost. Trying to finish off the snap before he goes down, but nope, he stands there, dukes it out, and it's not a duke that he wins. Most of these heroes and killing them solo. So we'll see. There's no like particularly hard heroes to kill for him on their team. at least for the first little bit of the game. Waste as much time as he possibly can.
Yeah, and
which
in that time you see them almost kill Reverie. Reverie's forced to ulti, and then the Wyvern just Winter's curses the Hood and Hood.
Okay. Not a believer, Ilstaya. Let's see if Daya can prove your answer.
That was Harold drafting, and I think he set
Oh,
up
I think they were
enjoy
cooking
it.
something.
He didn't want to draft. I think his team was flaming him a bit.
Trying to get out of there. Weaver yules up into the air, and they should have the lockdown for him, but no, Clockwork gets a nice little stun off, and now he's the one who's in trouble. He gets his Weaver out, but he might be caught. Talking about two very scary, very fast heroes that want to dive you under tower. Huncho is running because he knows he's in trouble. Hey, all these fights are happening, and it sort of looks good and looks like a lot of action, but here's the thing. While these long behind him, maybe trying to bait that rat out of the bug out of position, but we'll see.
Wyvern was blessed with a regen rune, so he gets to stay. That's kind of a sad TP for the troll, and you can see.
Doesn't put himself ahead, or is it the Slardar hitting his 6 and finds someone in lane, strips armor, and puts him down?
I think it's pretty even, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, Dark's here. Pops his wand and he's okay. I mean, Dark's here off to a pretty good game, 14-0. You'd love to see that. Yeah. Them and Ghost is the good catch that they want. But
I did notice that the Ghost has finished his Ags, so they have that save available to him. Because I think in this situation, an Ursa with an Abyssal can man fight a troll that doesn't have one.
Okay. Well,
I don't know why Reverie's got some weird fetish for it.
I agree with you, by the way. I think Clink sucks. Interesting. It was Rev that played fights had taken place and a little kill here or there. This troll is just sitting in this top lane, getting closer and closer to that Battle Fury. I worry.
He's catching up. It's
try and stomp him down. He has to pop his ult, but they do catch Ghost on the sideline. But if Ghost is the sacrifice they have to make to deal with this troll, then I don't think they're too concerned. They do make a little bit of a misplay there and stun him as that Wyvern ult come tier 6 that gets him over the top of the edge.
Yes, the epic. Oh, Marzarina.
Marzarina catches the rat, and the rat in trouble with that troll on top of him popping ult, but they managed to burst both the troll and the Sand King, and it looks like probably the axe here as well, and that's likely going to be the game. We'll see.
That would have been impressive if he sniped in there. The annoying factor of the Weaver. Quick.
Now that...
When you have to commit so much, and you don't want to do that for a support. I don't know how this Wyvern lost the lane so hard when...
Here's a nice little counter to the Weaver. It's got the lockdown, later on it can get the dispel, which is really quite nice. Sven still does have the dispel, right? Is it on his Ags now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have Ari on Lifestealer, Ghost on Hoodwink, MGC on Darkseer, Filipino Rules on Slardar, and Pee-wee on Sven. For Team Slaughter Gang, we have Huncho on Storm Spirit, RFA on Clockwork, Johnny on Mars, Slaughter Gang CEO on Weaver, and